Yhwh, Allah, Shalom, righteous family. Welcome back to TRU-TALK. 7 things a loving God hates. 7 things that Yah hates. And this is important because we talking about, of course, Yahweh, the Most High, being a loving God, uh, having compassion, pity. We want Him to bless us, but we forget or don't acknowledge who the Most High is as a whole. The scripture says He created good and evil, light and dark. If any death or destruction happen, you best believe He signed off on it. There's no such thing as a mistake, somebody going too soon, or it wasn't their time. No, mistakes like that don't happen. So I think what's important is one of those important things to know, what do God hate? If you work at a job, you don't want to get on your boss bad side. You don't want to get on your wife or your husband bad side. Shoot, you don't even want to get on your neighbor bad side. You always want to uh, be on a friendly level with people and have people to like you and respect you back. I think the saying go, you get more uh, bees with honey instead of vinegar. So if we do that with the people in our life, how much more we should know what the Most High hates, so we can avoid these things and not be these things or do these things. It's very, very important to say, God, what do God hate? Because if we doing these things or behaving or whatever it is, and these things the Most High hate, forget your neighbor, your wife, your husband not liking you or hating you. The worst thing you can have in the world is the creator of all things, the omnipotent Yahweh, hating your action and what you do. You'll bring a curse upon yourself. You'll be wondering why life ain't working out. And I think these things that's listed, sadly but true, it can probably go for 75% of people done some of these things. And the Most High said, I hate these. Let's get the scriptures. Now let's start. We going to Proverbs chapter 6, and we starting at verse 16. It said, these 6 things do Yahweh hates. Now notice it didn't say these are the only 6 things He hates, because we know the Most High hate a lot of stuff. It do not say these are the most 6 things He hate. That He hate out of everything, He hate these things the most. No, it don't say that. So as we must always do, rightfully divide the word while studying to show ourselves approved. It's just He's naming here 6 things. He could have named any 6 things, but He put us on game and He named these 6 things. So we're gonna look at these 6 things that He says the Most High hate, and by the Most High Spirit, we're gonna move these things out of our life. He said, yeah, 7 are abomination to Him. So He says He hates 6. I'm gonna throw you a bonus. I'm gonna give you seven. Seven is abomination. So if he hates six and seven are a abomination, we talk about all seven of these things. Not only he hate, but they're abominable to him. That word abominable means to find disgusting, repulsive. You know, if you see something to make you want to throw up or just sick, that's what it means to be abomination. He disgusted at it. You know, that's when you really hate something. Verse 17, a proud look. Stop. He didn't say pride, because we also know the most I hate pride. But I think this is very important because he says we know he hate pride, but he said I hate even a proud look. Just looking prideful. Because a lot of times, how can I put it? Say you can have pride. You can be prideful inside. You can have some type of pride inside. Because you know there's two head coins. There's a good and bad everything. So there is a good pride. You can have a pride inside, but behave humble. Have a humble look on your face, and nobody never know that you really proud or what took place or whatever because of your action. And then on the flip side, there can be a situation where you're wrong or you getting humble and you hold your head up high and you throw a prideful look. The most I say he hate that. Don't look prideful. Don't fake it. Don't you know? When it comes to our actions and our behavior, our face expression, you know they say actions speak louder than words. Everything is a language. Whatever you do, there's a language and a frequency behind it. From a smile to a frown to the mug, you communicating with people. So when you have this pride look, you communicating and saying, I'm prideful. I have pride. I don't care. And the scriptures tell us that we should be humble. We should walk around with a humble spirit, a humble frequency. And some of y'all don't even know what that look like, what that is. On another video, if the most I will, we may get into that. A lying tongue. The most I hate lies. A lying tongue. The most I hate when we tell lies. I think everybody hate when somebody lie on them. Lie about something, say something, it ain't true. It can be something simple. Like they say, girl, you taste that new hamburger? That hamburger they got at Burger King is, I don't eat Burger King. But that hamburger is snapping, girl. It's the best thing since bread. And you try and it's just as nasty as ever. And you like, why this girl told me this lie? And a lot of times, I think this is important because as humans, lying has become a part of our life just as much as sex without marriage. And we don't really understand how to this displease the most high. And we are doing things that the most high hate. A simple lie. Like I realize something is simple as telling somebody you're gonna call them back and don't call them back is a lie. When you exaggerate anything, put as you tell a story and you leave something out, things out on purpose, or you add things on purpose that's not really there to make a story seem or look a certain way, you are being deceitful. You are lying. The most I hate that. When you tell a story, tell it just how it happened. So that's understood. The most I hate lying. So whenever you get ready to tell that lie, no matter how big or small, there's no such thing as a little white lie or a fairy tale. It's just a lie. Remember, you're doing something that the Most High hates. Whenever you get to tell that little white itsy bitsy lie, people say all the time, "What if my wife say, do I look fat in this dress?" And she really look fat, and I don't want to hurt her feelings. You can tell her the truth in a nice way. Do this dress make me look fat? Baby, you asked me, you know I'm be honest with you. Yeah, it do kind of make you look fat, but you still look good in it, or whatever it would be. Yes, sometimes the truth hurts. I tell people this all the time. Hurt my feelings. Tell me the truth. I'd rather for you to hurt my feelings and tell me the truth than to make me feel good and lie to me. It says, in a hands that shed innocent blood. Now, when I looked at that word hands, it's like action or to do. So a person that's doing things that's shedding innocent blood. And I know the first thing coming to our mind, we think about murder, murder, kill, kill. Well, why didn't it just say, most I hate those that kill or murder? But no, it said those that shed innocent blood. You know when a man beats on a woman, his wife, that's shedding innocent blood. Even if she don't bleed out or leak, where you can see visible blood, but she got bruises on her. Do you not understand bruises is blood vessels that's broke under the skin? That's how you get bruises. So there's blood still being shed. Whenever you beat somebody up, it ain't gotta be your wife. Beat somebody up for no reason. Slap somebody and they get a bruise on them or a cut or a scratch. You are shedding innocent blood. You get mad and push somebody and they scrape their knee. The most I hates that. People, hands that shed innocent blood. People that do things to cause other people to be hurt and bleed or bruised for damn near nothing. Because you can't control your anger. 18. A heart that devises wicked imagination. Now, that word devise means like to engrave, to cut out. But I thought this word imagination was interesting. It's thought, device, plan, purpose, invention. So the idea what the word in Hebrew means. Somebody that indeed could have somebody trying to in their heart. How big plans, with imagination, event, which things, destroy people. That atom bomb, gun, all these guns, some childish thing I made. That for somebody that don't want to close to somebody and fight and use your strength, muscle, intelligence, that will sit down 10, 15 feet away from somebody. But not gonna sweat, just pull the trigger and do damage to their life. We gotta see it close to you. Make these type of weapons and drones and all these was building up weapons to be able to put people and all these things up and to go you with a gun that you should they call it a harder type gun, but you make it look like hard tag. You got people out here that not only have these imagination and plans, but they force it upon people. They didn't cut it out like they make us up these ideas and plans. The most I hate that. Especially whenever you plan something. What are you thinking about? And whenever you plan something, you plan to go out, plan to attention. And even if your attention is good as yourself, can any bad come out of this? Anything can come out of this. You create anything, go on anything. And say, well, how can I can do? What can I do to make this badness evil? But nothing come out of this. What I'm planning to do? Yes, people, you know, it's being attention. It's not just waiting and sending you on there. I got Holy Spirit, so I'm gonna do right. No, it's effort. It's being attention about everything that you do. So it becomes your life. What you think operate. That's what it means to have a new heart and mind for being great, to be born, to act, behave, and think this way. To the fact that it's in nature. We gotta work whatever we do, we gotta work with it. Being right is working towards it. Physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, in a sense. It says foot that's swift and running mistress. Now, when we talk about somebody, when I look at the word swift, another word for it is easy. Feet that be easy and running, going quickly. The mistress is another word for evil. Somebody that's easy, do something really quick. Somebody that's in there, you know, somebody that the first thing they was first, I like how he got his Orlando. But first it started with the evil plots and plans, or the wicked plan. And then you don't even think about it, this may be wrong. You quickly run do something evil. Let's say, let's try to think. You're like, hey, you might like quit to do it. It's so easy for you to get up and do something easy, to like evil, quick. Whatever evil somebody go out that ain't got pressure, you quick do something evil. It's easy for you, it's no strength. I hate somebody like that. It's easy for you to lie, it's easy for you to don't let this person. It's easy for you to want to fight and cut somebody out. It's so easy, they're in a quick. So easy for you to talk bad about somebody. Matter of fact, it's not easy that you be running to do it. It's so easy for you to quickly run to do something that the most high hates. I mean, that you're like unpleased with. 19. They follow it as he lies. Wait a minute. Verse 17 is sin. Oh, like the most high was a lie on. Now, right here in verse 19, it said a false witness, speak lie. What's different? And I think it's so important. How was the most high lying? Because he got it on his rights. Now, you know, lying is lying. A lie is something that falls in. But a false witness is a particular type of lie. A false witness when you lie on purpose about something. It says somebody did something when they didn't do it. That's being false witness. It says false witness. So you already lying saying somebody did something they didn't do. A false witness, that's speak lie. So it sounds like he's saying a lie that you don't lying. Father hate a lie on. He hates somebody lying. And then he hate somebody lying on somebody. And then you do speak lies. I think they call it a visual liar or something like that. Somebody lie. Being false witness. Lying on others. Tell half truth is a lie. Having look as if it didn't happen. Make sure it's going to go your way. Or make you feel a little bad because you know you're wrong. It's a lie. Only yourself know it's wrong. Having things out with the story. Leave things out of what happened. Or what you did. The thing, the story, the same way. It's the lie. The most I got lying on the advice. So you know the most I really hate lies. He got all the witnesses, lies, and just like home. No matter how you lie, how big all this lie, stop lying. I'm talking to myself. Stop lying. You gotta be honest. But be honest with love and kindness. The way to do with things. Last but not least, he that sow discourse among brothers. And when I let word sow, it's kind of like to sin something. So he that sins discording strife, vision, anger, real between people. So to sin something, I gotta have. I can't sin that I don't have. I can't sow nothing I don't have. So that means I have some type of information. Some type of, I have something that's going to cause disagreement or fight among brothers, but they may not, or may not, but they may hate another, look at each other in an unfair light, and so that discourse among my brothers. I can't make this. I can. It's some of my messages talk about those that when it comes to gospel, everybody the bus, they can't hold it in. There's someone who will tell you what other people say about you. Like the part telling me this, so said this, so said that about you, and then they'll say something, but I believe it or I didn't change it. I'm talking to somebody, and somebody say, this person stole it from me, and beat me up, and they like cheese all the time. And I go there and say, oh yeah, so say beat them up, throw this money, and yeah, say you smell like cheese. Well, I know, so I know you smell like this, and beat them up, so it's like that's only disorder amongst brothers. First of all, we should be with another brother. Next up can be a sister, and say, brother. I mean, people in general, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your cousin, uncle, your neighbor, somebody that comes to you to talk with somebody. This can do it in the book. Because the commandment says stay far away from any false knives. I tell you, anything about. But we're gonna talk about big bro. We're gonna talk about be like, we want to do why we like they try to say, oh, this person did this and this person this way. Like, yeah, man, we know before. We always say just give me up. But don't engage with that person. Talk bad about her. 9 out of 10 you say, so this person, you know it. Then go back to the other song, so we'll say, wasn't quick. They can send you a video or something to cause you to hate your brother. They can show you a text. They can intentionally say something knowing that this thing is offensive, don't like you, or this thing's offensive, and you don't like whatever the thing is, it causes you pain, and they'll intentionally say so and so did this, or so and so going over there, like any little thing. And it's like, what's in people's heart when they do that? What's in their mind? You can have no other motive, but I'm trying to make myself look good. I'm trying to say, oh, I'm with you. I'm not like these people that's talking about you. But at the same time, you're not caring about the other people. It shows the lack of love. It's very wickedness, selfishness. When you read the book of Jasper, there's a story, when Joseph was sold into Egypt. But it tells more in detail that when Joseph was sold, Fosi said he did not tell on his brothers because he didn't want his brothers to be discredited. He didn't want to say anything bad, even though his brother did him bad. He didn't want to make them look bad and say bad things about him. That's the first lesson we need to take. No matter what somebody do you, how bad, don't go around telling people how bad they did you, all this to make that person look bad. He loved his brother so much that even though they probably was bad people and done bad to him, he didn't want them to look bad. Well, they weren't bad people because they repented. They did something bad. So somebody can do something bad, meaning you don't mean they're a bad person, and you shouldn't go around trying to destroy their character for a bad decision or action they done. Another thing Joseph did while he was in captivity was when the the person came to buy him. I might be saying it wrong, but he says Jacob calls 100 silver, 100 things worth of silver. But really, Joseph called 80 things of silver. So they sent their servant to pick Jacob up, and the servant lied and said it's gonna be 100, but really it was 80. And Joseph heard this and seen it, and knew that the servant pocketed the 20 and made like he paid 100. And it said he didn't say nothing because he wanted to keep the peace. How many of us, as soon as we got back, we wanted to prove ourselves that, oh, you got a good slave. Oh, I'm glad you brought me. Let me tell what this person did so I can look good, because they both were servants. It was one servant going to buy another servant. So why wouldn't he tell what he done so he can look like the better servant? So off bat, I can discredit this servant, make y'all feel some way about that servant, so I can, you know, get promoted. But he didn't care about that. He cared about keeping the peace. And you never know that servant that did that. You don't know why people do things. Maybe he was old at, and he said, you know what, I'm gonna get it back this way since they don't want to pay me. Or maybe it was hard times, and maybe later he paid it back, and we don't know about it. But that's just the two things that pops in mind when I uh, look in the scriptures and see how righteous men behaved and was not willing to sow discord amongst their brothers. And this was somebody Joseph didn't know, not a family member, not a friend. It didn't matter. So these are the 7 things that the Most High hate. 7 things that we need to avoid. 7 things need to not be in our life. We don't want to do things that the Most High hate. We gotta know what He hate. These are just 7, but there are more things that He hate. When we find out what He hate, we know what not to do. When we find out what He loves, we know what to do. just looked in this 7 things. We didn't do a deep dive, but I think we kind of chewed it a little bit off the bone and looked into it a little closer. But always, at the end of the day, let Yah be true and every man a lie. Till next time, Shalom.